Chopstix was a name that originally was Chopper, because I used to chop up samples, so I got the name Chopper. And then close friends used to call me Chops for short, instead of Chopper. The ones that know me from way back just call me Chops. And then this was way back when I was still in secondary school. And some guy in my class, because I was skinny, out of nowhere, one time just called me Chopsticks. And since that day, everyone started laughing. And since that day, the name stuck. I tried to get rid of the name, but I couldn't, so I just decided to go with it. And that was how Chopsticks came about. Professionally, I started music production, I'd say in 2010. 2010. That was when I went into music production professionally, proper. So, before then, I was just playing music in school band, church band, I got kicked out of the church band, so I joined the school band. Yeah, but before that, I was just playing. I wasn't producing. I wasn't making music. I was just playing music. Yeah, I have both actually. I have some artists prefer to be there in the studio with you while you are playing everything key by key, note by note, because some of them get inspired by that. Some artists just want to hear beats and start coming up with lyrics to it. So it depends. So it's good to have both. I have beats already made. I have beats on ground, and I play beats sometimes for some artists, and I'm like, no, let's make something from scratch, So and both ways, it works both ways. First things first, the idea has to come. Once the idea hits you, it can hit you anywhere. So most times I'm always recording ideas of my voice note on, and we can just be like in a gathering, and sometimes I just have to leave and go record something real quick before the idea leaves, because if you don't put it down in less than a minute, you start thinking of something else, and that one's gone. You will never remember it again. Yeah, so first things first, the idea has to come. Then, as soon as I can, I get in the studio. And then obviously, of course, I'll have to have something to chew on. There always has to be something to munch on while I'm working. It helps me work longer, yes, because I always used to forget to eat whenever I'm in the studio. I just be in the studio all day. So yeah, I start laying the melody first, because that's what hits me first. Sometimes the groove hits you first, but most times it's the melody. So I lay the melody first and then lay the drums and add everything else. Sometimes you can finish up a beat. Some other times you can just lay down the skeleton and then have someone record and then you finish it up over their vocals. So it depends. It depends. Sometimes it depends on how you are feeling in the vibe or in the mood. You can finish a beat in less than an hour. You can finish a beat in 15 minutes. Like when I made Red Rose with Young L, everything was done in 20 minutes. The beat was done in less than 15 minutes because it was just piano. And then he didn't write, he just freestyled, one take. We finished everything, mix, master, everything in 20 minutes. That was probably like the fastest song ever made. And that was his official first single that he released. To be honest, I'm not going to say one of those I drew my inspiration from. God inspires everybody, basically, but I'll be very honest with you. My inspiration is basically from how music makes people feel. When I'm making music, I'm thinking to myself, how is it making me feel right now? How is it going to make, if it's making me feel this way, it's going to make people feel this way, obviously. So that's where my inspiration comes from. If it makes, how it makes people feel when they listen to it, that's basically my goal. I want people to hear my music and be like, yo, it will just change your whole mood. If you were sad, it will make you happy. If you were depressed, it will heighten your mood. So basically, that's where my inspiration comes from. As a music producer, I think it just depends on how you position yourself and how you brand yourself. Because a lot of music producers, because we're creatives, most creatives don't like to be out there. We just want to be in our space, in our creative space, because that's how creativity comes every time. It flows through you every time. If you are able to, have your creative space to yourself, but it just depends on. Anyway, you're talking about credits, like if they get enough credits for their work. Yeah, if as a producer, once you put out your work, intellectual property per se, you need to make sure whoever you're putting it out with gives you the proper credits, be it artists, an organization, or whatever. Whoever you're collaborating with has to give you proper credit. Most producers wouldn't really care about that. They just want their beats to be out there, and. But yeah, have your tags on your songs as well, and make sure your artist gives you proper credit. I feel like that's the best way to. That's one of the ways. Anyway, there's so many other ways. In Nigeria, yes, they do. We have there's Koson and there's Greenlight Music Publishing. That one's solely for producers. You get, because we were experiencing this situation where I feel like I think in Koson or something, before you get your royalties, you have a form you fill. There's a place where it says artist. You are supposed to put in the artist's name, put in the composer's name and the producer's name. Most artists go there and put in their name where it says artist and where it says producer, and they collect for both. Now, it depends on whatever agreement they have with the producer. He can tell the producer, oh, look, let me pay you this amount, and I've paid you off. Or, because let me even use this medium to educate and to highlight some things. When an artist pays a producer for work and there's nothing signed, like you didn't say, okay, I'm paying you off and the producer has agreed, you're basically just paying for licensing. I'm giving you license to use these instrumentals. I'm not paying you, you don't have the rights to it. You haven't bought the rights to the beat. So if tomorrow, if Beyonce comes to me and says, yo, I like this beat, I want to buy it for you, I can still sell it to her. You understand? So what you're paying for is licensing. You get? And then another thing producers need to loose end that they need to tighten up is publishing, which is very important. That's where your kids and your kids will eat from. You might not start making money from it now, depending on who you're working with anyway. But trust me, in the future you will. Yeah, but yeah, Nigerian producers get royalties. The ones that know about music publishing and royalties, they do. My favorite work so far, I would say, is the song with Sean Paul and Jenny Aiko. Afro dancehall. That's a mixture of Afro beats and dancehall. Yeah. Aside music production, I'm also doing other stuff. Definitely not Yahoo Yahoo. I'm into some business. I'm also into, we started this, me and my manager and I, we started this NGO. It's called Sound Education. And the reason why we started is because I used to get a lot of emails and text messages. I don't know where they got my number from, but they keep texting me, telling me, oh, boss, I want to leave school, I want to drop out, I want to be a superstar, I want to be like Davido, I want to be like Wizkid. And it's fine, it's good for people to have those kind of dreams, but not at the cost of them dropping out of school. So basically, we started this initiative. It's called Sound Education. It's supposed to help them stay in school and still be able to chase their music dreams. So we'll go to the schools, we'll set up studios, we'll give them a total orientation of what they think the music industry is like. Because when you watch it from the TV, it's totally different from what goes on behind the scene, you understand? So we'll let them know what music business is, music marketing, publishing, whatever. I wish I had someone who let me know all these things while I was trying to get into the music industry. So we just give them a totally brand new orientation about the whole music thing. I also put them through as well production, performing, DJs. It's just basically anybody who has a talent, who is interested in doing something with their talent, but wants to drop out of school. So we just discourage them from dropping out and let them do it while they're still in school. Okay, creative. Chopstix is a music producer. That still falls under creative. Chopstix is... That's a dangerous word to use. I wouldn't want to use perfectionist. Chopstix is an artist. Chopstix is what's the word? Let's say philanthropist. But anyway, in 3 words, creative, music producer, and an artist. Let's leave the other 2. 3 fun facts about me. I speak 3 languages, 3 Nigerian languages, Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. It might not be as fluent as I want it to be, but at least I understand it properly and I speak. And I'm trying to become a vegetarian. Not completely. I still eat fish though. I didn't used to eat fish before completely, but I've started eating fish now. I've stopped eating meat. Not because of any health, whatever. But I just feel like I want to try it and see what it feels like. And what else? I hardly sleep. I hardly get enough sleep. But that's only a fun fact though. That's just something to know about Chopstix. Challenges I face as a music producer. Okay, first one is power supply. I'm talking about in my environment in Nigeria, because I'm in the middle of making something very nice and the light goes out, and then I have to go downstairs and call the guy to turn on the gen and blah blah blah. And by the time you get back in the studio, you're not in the same hyper mood as you were in. That's one. Two challenges as a music producer is trying to get the artist to understand the importance of a split sheet. Most artists, when they hear split sheets, they get discouraged from, well, I don't want to sign all these things, So that's one of the challenges, trying to get them to, because it's actually even more important for the artist, because without split sheets, you can't collect your royalties. They will still ask you who the producer is, unless you want to scam the producer later and put your name, which is still going to affect you later. And if someone finds out, but that's one of the biggest challenges I face as a music producer. Most artists understand. Once you tell them about it, they'll be like, yeah, they're even pro. They want to sign immediately and get it over with and get into the work. But most people will just be like, they feel like you want to scam them into something, or I don't know. But yeah, that's one of the challenges. And what else? That's basically it. I think I've had a couple of highlights, but the one I'm still grateful to today is when we produced Aboki, when we released Aboki with Ice Prince. That song, that wasn't Ice Prince's sound. Let's be honest, he was a rapper. He did hip hop, and so we just I like experimenting, So we just wanted to try out something totally different. I started playing chords. He was like, yeah, I love this, and he started recording. We ended up making an Afrobeat rap song. And when it was released, a lot of people went on the blogs, and this is the reason why I don't even read comments anymore. I don't read comments on my page, I don't read comments on blogs anywhere. A lot of people went on blogs and were blasting me, who is this stupid Chopstix guy? He doesn't even know how to produce. How would you make Ice Prince sound like this? Blah, 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 blah. I got a lot of backlash. But funny enough, a week after the song got released, it started getting airplays. Started getting on radio, getting played in clubs, everywhere. Everywhere we went to, literally, we heard Aboki, And the same people that were backlashing me were saying, this jam is actually dope. Yo, this is actually nice. Ice Prince went out of the comfort zone. Oh, blah, blah. Oh, this. I'm like, okay, this is not bad. That's actually good, And that song has done a lot for both me and for Ice as well. And same song that also got him the BET nomination and the BET Awards as well. He got nominated, I think, twice or three times or so. And yeah, he's won the BET Awards because of that song. So I'm grateful for that point in time of my life. For now, just one Swiss Beats. Yeah. Not really. I think this is why the way music works, it doesn't work like it works like how you sell normal products to people, and then they get tired of selling products, and then you have to rebrand the product and sell. But back end, it's just producers in the studio just vibing, and you make something and it's just good and it changes the sound completely. Sometimes you don't plan it. You don't say, oh, let me go and change the sound of music today, and you make something else. No, it's just you vibing and you end up making something really dope. And at the end of the day, that changes the whole sound of the music industry. And it will leave, and because of how music is consumed in Nigeria, once that's in the world, basically, once that sound pops and starts selling, everybody else wants to go in that direction, because everybody goes in the direction of whoever makes money for them. You understand? So I don't think there's a format that producers follow. No, it's just them in the studio just vibing and trying to make something nice and good, and they end up making a hit at the end of the day that changes the whole sound. I feel like music producers are more united than the artists. Yeah, I can call up any of the music producers right now and they'll come through for something. You know, I don't know how it is, but I feel like we have more connection between ourselves. The artists might have the same connection. I don't know, but I just feel like we are more connected with each other than probably anyone else in the industry. I would say 3 people actually: Sean Paul, Mr. Easy, and Burna Boy. Yes. In no particular order. What up, Africa? What up, Nigeria? What up, Lagos? It's your boy Chopstix, your favorite music producer, right here, and you're watching Vibe.ng.